defense system. The target missile was launched from LC-4 Dharma on Wednesday, mimicking adversary ballistic missile, which was detected by the weapon system radars deployed on land and sea and activated by the AD interceptor system. The flight test fully met all the trial objectives, validating complete network-centric warfare weapon system consisting of long-range sensors, low-latency communication system and MCC and advanced interceptor missiles. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has complimented the DRDO for this successful test flight and also stated that it has once again demonstrated the ballistic missiles defense capability of the country. And Dr. Ajay Lele, defense expert, is joining us. He's with the Manohar Parrikar Institute of Defense Studies and Analysis. Dr. Lele, how much of a protective shield is this missile defense system?
I think this is a very interesting missile defense system, which India is at it for quite some time now. In fact, if you look at India's missile defense program, it started way back in 1999. And subsequently, we have conducted a phase 1. And now we have completed phase 2 missile defense system. This system also will be in future positioned on our battleships, which are also there. So there is a maritime component, a naval component to this missile defense system also. Particularly for a country like India, which has got both the adversaries, Pakistan and China, who are nuclear weapon states, to have a missile defense system is a very important thing. And from that angle, I think this is a very important step. But it is a process which is continuing. Will take some more time to fully operationalize this missile defense system. But yesterday's news was very good news about the success of the phase 2 of this system.
Dr. Lele, so how is the system operated? Do they, are they operated from land and sea, from all various locations? That's what we hear. And how quickly can they sort of disarm enemy missiles?
You see, there are different types of this missile defense system. Yesterday, what we tested is an Indo-atmospheric missile defense system. There is a exo-atmospheric missile defense system also. Broadly speaking, all the missiles which are coming at an altitude of around 40 kilometers are addressed by the missile defense system by Indo-atmospheric. And for exo-atmospheric, the range is in the altitude of 50 kilometers to 180 kilometers. So what happens is that if an enemy nuclear missile is coming towards you, you have got a system of radars and other sensor systems. Some radars are based on land, some radars are based on your ship platforms in oceans. And these radars give an early warning system to your interceptor missile. If you see critically yesterday's missile test, the target missile was launched at a particular time, and within 4 minutes, we had responded to hit that target. That means the time between the two sorts of attacks as well as the response is very limited. And particularly for a country like India, where you're sharing borders with your adversaries. So the early warning, what we call, is very limited. And that is the very much a key element of these types of missile defense systems. What yesterday's test has proven that only 4 minutes of a warning also is sufficient enough for us to address any sort of a incoming nuclear or a potent missile system. Particularly as we started investing into these technologies, we first started investing into technologies to address the threats of IRBMs. So yesterday's test is actually related with your incoming ICBM missiles. That means a missile which can be fired from a distance of around 5,000 kilometers.
Dr. Lele, what does this achievement tell us about the capabilities of the Defense Research and Development Organization?
You see, what happens is that what we are seeing is only a test. That means some message was given and a target missile was fired first, and subsequently an interceptor missile was fired. But there are a lot amount of technologies which are inbuilt into it. And DRDO is developing various technologies, be it sensor technologies, whether they are optical sensors or some other category of sensors, and various other radar systems also. So we have got a swordfish radar also, which has been developed, which can give you signals almost around 1,500 kilometers earlier when the incoming threat is there. So it's not only a missile per se. There are a lot of other systems and a lot of other technologies which have been developed, which have been part and parcel of this entire test.
Dr. Ajay Lele, thank you very much for joining us and explaining